Good afternoon and welcome to the 4-Digit World Cup 2019 Losers Bracket Final. I am this one guy today bringing you this match, the rematch of Russia versus the United States. As previously seen in the quarterfinals in the winners bracket, won by Russia 6-4. The United States is out for revenge in this one. And we're just getting underway with the first warm-up, so we will introduce our teams. On the left side, coming from the winners bracket final, is Team Russia, captained by Desu. Team is made up of Trigger, Okinotori, Light, Zombir, Komachi Baka, Not So Fast, and Rasim. And straight from a pretty long run through the losers bracket will be the United States on the right. The red team, Captain Digital Hypno, alongside Exarch, Lalzep, Konyo, Ches Bananas, Mook, Jensen, and Sage. These teams took fairly different paths to get here. We said they both won their first two matches easily. United States defeating Mexico 6-0 and Sweden 6-1. Russia defeating Bulgaria 6-0 and South Korea 6-3 before their matchup, which saw Russia, as mentioned, defeating the United States 6-4 in what was a pretty close match that could have really gone either way, largely affected by players who were available or not for that particular match. Russia would go on to defeat Brazil 6-2 in the winners semifinal before being swept 7-0 by the United Kingdom in the winners final, dropping them down to this matchup. The United States, after dropping into the losers bracket, defeated Taiwan 6-0 and the Netherlands 6-1, followed up by back-to-back wins with zero break in between them over China 7-4 and South Korea 7-1. And thus we find ourselves in the losers bracket round 8, the losers final, and a rematch of the Cold War. And this will, of course, be our first match on the grand finals pool, with the tournament having been delayed by a week for, I don't know, some reason or other. Russia was like, hey, we need to reschedule. So they did that because that's a thing that people do. This should be a pretty cool one to see. Lots of interesting picks, including such known maps as Sha by Sakura Burst, Border of Ecstasy, Chrono Diver Pendulums in the Hard Rock pool. I know we've been seeing that one around a fair amount. At long last, Nia 10's awaited Fripside, some Black Bullet in the DT pool, as well as Heart of Night DT map from none other than Castle. It's very well known. And then you see, of course, the meme pick, True Survivor, David Hasselhoff in the Fremod pool. And if we get there, tiebreaker will be a banger. It is Chamelea's Ghost, the Afterlife diff mapped by Arbane. 5 minutes and 23 seconds of Camellia action straight from the Symphosonia EP, with a very spooky background indeed. Now we will see how these players are doing. As we said, they did have a week off from this particular tournament. Russia was coming off a very bad defeat where they looked powerless in the face of the United Kingdom's dominance in that 7-0 winners bracket final sweep. I don't actually know anything about this map, but the player, it is apparently NSFW. Some players taking issue with it, so we're gonna go to something different. They are gonna swap the warm-up pick for Russia. So as we were saying, Russia coming off a pretty bad underperformance in the winners bracket final. Whether they got quote-unquote exposed by the United Kingdom's incredible roster in that match, or if they just had a bad day, they're gonna have their work cut out for them here, I think, against the United States. Regardless, this team has a little bit of momentum, you could say, in this particular tournament with those wins that they have added up. So we will see if Russia can get their act together, as it were, and at worst make for a closer match here than they had against the United Kingdom, or if you know, their late round struggles will continue and they'll face another defeat at the hands of the United States. Being eliminated by the United Kingdom and the United States would be unfortunate, but kind of funny at the same time. And of course, tomorrow we will have the winner of this match facing the United Kingdom in that grand final match. It'll either be at 16 UTC or 18 UTC, depending on the winner of this matchup. The UK awaiting their opponent with bated breath, certainly going to be keeping their eyes on this matchup. They will have maybe a decent amount of intelligence on their opponents to be and how they perform on this pool. I'm sure they'll want to see a plenty long match here so they can see as many maps as possible, get as much knowledge on the team they're going to be facing as they can. And yes, Miles is not in the United States team. I don't really care. It's a warm-up. We'll let him chill. Let me know on stream a couple things. I adjusted some sound, see if it's see if it's less loud, I guess. Also, I changed the hit miss in the skin, so the X's aren't like 356 by 356 pixels anymore, so the X's are not going to take up the entire screen when people miss. I'm kind of just waiting to see one, but nobody's missing in this map, so I don't know if it's like messed up. Just a couple slider breaks. Nobody's actually missing. Need to see somebody miss so I can see that X. Okay, they're normal size. Excellent. Ha, get it? Excellent. I made a very bad joke. I apologize. It'll be interesting to see what kind of maps these teams choose to pick and ban. The Russian team, of course, known pretty well for their strength in awkward and tech mapping. So it would not surprise me to see the United States banning Nomad number 4. We'll see about Hidden 1, maybe Nomad 6. Maybe even Nomad 5. I don't really know a lot about that map, but it is like super stamina mode, so it's one of those like you may or may not be comfortable with it and just ban it to have it gone so you don't have to worry about playing it. As far as Russia goes, I think it's going to depend on who they have available for this match. They've been missing Rasim pretty much the entire tournament as far as I'm aware, and I believe from what I've heard he may be back for this match. So whether or not that changes their pick and ban strategy, we will see. United States has looked very, very good in DT. I would not be surprised if Russia bans at least one DT pick. From there on, we'll see. But we will be getting into that ban phase promptly here. So we'll get to find out shortly. United States, I will almost guarantee will select the first ban, second pick options. We will get their ban first. I'm not expected. First ban immediately from USA is going to be Nomad 4 Accelerate. Skystar's expert in the difficulty. Russia going to take Nomad 5 into their own hands. So they're going to be the ones avoiding the stamina pick. That is Dam's Gwyn, the extreme difficulty. I think the USA is going to be pleased with that, not having to ban that themselves. So they get kind of a free ban here if that was indeed going to be their plan for their second ban. Now they got a little thinking to do, maybe, if that was the case. We'll see if they pick another tech ban, or if they go somewhere else in the pool. That is 2 Nomad bans to open up proceedings. Gonna be hit number 3. That's going to be Mari Maris by M2U, challenge difficulty. So another tech ban. No surprise whatsoever. And Russia is indeed going to ban a double time map. It's going to be DT3. So no flip side for us. Somebody at Nia10 and apologize. So the bans then Accelerate and Mari Maris from the United States, Gwyn and Black Bullet from Russia. Russia will have the first pick in just a second here. We'll see how we're going to get this match started, what kind of map they're going to choose to get things underway. Okay, so our first pick is going to be Glilak by Minami from the Nomad pool. That is Nomad number 3. It is the receiver difficulty mapped by Nathan. One of the longer maps in the pool. It's 4 minutes and 6 seconds long, 1692 combo. CS 4.2, AR 9.6. And, you know, there is a certain similarity in a lot of Minami's songs that lend themselves to certain similarity in a lot of the maps of those songs. So, you know, 135 BPM makes it kind of an alt map, depending on who you are. You can probably single tap this just fine, because that's not super fast, but I think you can also alt it, so it's just going to be player by player. Probably most of these people are going to alternate, if I had to guess. Honestly, I'm mostly just here for this as a song because I really like this song a lot. All right, we are going to get underway. The lineups for the first map are set. It's going to be Zombier, Okinotori, Trigger, Komachi Baka for Russia against Digital Hypno, Exarch, Sage, and Ches Bananas from the United States to get things underway here on Lilac from the Nomad pool. This is going to be our first map of our losers bracket final. We'll see how the teams are doing today to start things off. It is going to be an early break from Komachi Baka in the first 40 combo. Early break from Zombier as well. United States still with 4 FCs through the first 250 combo. Obviously not much to speak of because it is such a long map, but it's still good for the confidence to keep the combo up as long as possible. You see Zombier single tapping, everyone else alternating. So it's the United States with just a 20,000 point lead about a quarter of the way through here, as we will get into the first Ki. It's going to be a break from Trigger. So Russia only with 1 FC alive, United States still with 4. Okinotori keeping things up for Russia. He has been their shining star for much of this tournament. First break for the United States does come from Ches Bananas, but is traded with Zombier. Komachi Baka will trade with Sage shortly thereafter. So Okinotori, the only real combo on the side of Russia. Meanwhile, Digital Hypno and Exarch still both holding on to the FCs for the United States. It's going to be about a 70... Oh, that was a Zoop, an 80-something thousand point lead, I guess. After the first Ki, we are almost halfway through the map. United States, aka Florida, will be able to find a pretty solid lead as long as Digital Hypno and Exarch can keep those combos up. They do not, though. It's going to be a break from Digital Hypno. So only 1 FC left per team, Exarch and Okinotori. But Okinotori is going to promptly thereafter break, leaving Exarch the only FC left in the entire map. Zombier following him up shortly, as well as Sage. Trigger is building up a decent combo, and Exarch finds a break. Will that be the opportunity that Russia needed? They do have a combo advantage now with Trigger and Komachi Baka keeping combo better than the United States. Ches Bananas, the longest combo for the USA at just over 400. But it is not much of a lead, and it is going to continue to drop. Russia is going to be able to make a comeback here as long as Komachi Baka and Trigger can keep these combos up. There is still a full third of the song, however. Plenty of time for things to happen. Sage having a little bit of trouble here, finding another break. Big combo advantage now for Russia. The lead is going to flicker back over here shortly as long as they can keep these combos up through the difficult triangles, which everyone does. Lead about to flicker over to the side of Russia. There it goes. A large combo advantage Still no one breaking. Digital Hypno finds a miss for the United States, and that might be about it for the USA's chances. Russia would have to completely fall apart at the ending here. We'll see what happens in the outro of the song, but it looks like Russia will be able to take a 1-0 lead on their first pick here as the song is wrapping up, and they do have over 100,000 point lead now. USA did what they could at the beginning, but kind of had trouble really with the second half of this map. Komachi Baka finally breaking, but Trigger, Zombie, Okinotori putting forth a very strong performance for the Russian squad, and that will be the 1-0 advantage. First pick of the match goes the way of Russia. United States will have their own pick to come here shortly. We'll see what they choose as their opener. And it's going to be from the DT pool. It's going to be Tsuki no Hanataba. This is going to be our Air 10 DT pick. It's a fast one. Like, technically, I think this is like 165 BPM, but it's actually a lot more than that because it's another one of those weird styles. A very interesting pick to open things up, though. United States had 3 players within about 30,000 points with Ches, Exarch, and Digital Hypno. Sage lagging a bit behind, and those 2 bigger scores from Trigger and Okinotori on the Russian side, scoring 635 and 634 respectively. If those scores are in any way indicative of the team's performances on the entire pool, we may be in for a pretty close matchup here today. Everyone is ready for map number 2, so we will get underway here. It's going to be Zombie or Trigger Light, not so fast against Digital Hypno, Exarch, Sage, and Jensen. So only one change for the USA. It's going to be Jensen coming in for Ches Bananas. On the other side, you're seeing Light and Not So Fast coming in for Komachi Baka and for Okinotori. As we get underway, we'll see if the United States feels as comfortable on their first pick as Russia seemed to on theirs. I love Bancho. Don't you guys love Bancho? It's my favorite. That takes a little bit to get going. This intro is pretty free combo. We are not going to see any breaks as of yet, but it will pick up promptly thereafter. Quick little bursts do find the first victim in Trigger. The first miss on the map. Characteristically shaking pretty badly, as he is known to do. Finding a second break as well. So 4 FCs to 3, the United States has the advantage. Not So Fast will break as well. So Not So Fast indeed proving to be not so fast. The 4 FCs to 2 now for the United States out of the first chorus. USA looking pretty strong in the early stages of this map, but it is another pretty lengthy one. This is the second longest DT. It's 3 minutes and change. You see a break from Zombier. So Russia only with 1 FC remaining on Light. USA still with 3. Make that 2 as Jensen and Digital Hypno quickly find a couple of breaks. Exarch and Sage still keeping their combo for the USA. Jensen will find another miss. Light, however, will break for Russia. That is their only FC gone. Trigger and Not So Fast will do their best to keep their combo up, but Not So Fast will break, and Digital Hypno did not in fact break as his combo finally comes back. Thank you, Bancho, you're my favorite. Neither did Sage. Thank you, Bancho, you're my favorite. Maybe Sage actually broke now, so I think it's Digital Hypno and Exarch still FCing. Bancho, please. Trigger, Not So Fast, Light, all in pretty low combos. Zombie, the only one doing decently at all. He's at 400. United States going to extend a pretty big lead here. It's over 600, 700,000 points. Nothing to write home about for accuracy here. The highest ACK on the map, 97%, but it is Exarch with his FC. Digital Hypno still FCing as well. The United States looking good on DT as we would expect them to here. Okay, that section is ridiculous. Everybody breaking on those triples except for Digital Hypno, I think. Yeah, okay. But map is pretty much already decided here at this point. It's going to be the United States by a million or more points on their first pick. Looking very, very powerful on DT. Like I said, we saw this coming. United States is a very, very good DT team. And that is a great performance from them. The only team that's really seemed to match or outdo the United States on DT picks has been the United Kingdom, who will be potentially their opponent tomorrow if they make it through this match, excuse me. So that will make for an interesting matchup for sure if it does come to fruition. The FC completed by Digital Hypno there. An 838k score for Exarch, leading the way for the United States to a very solid win, over 1 million points, as we said, 1.1 million in fact. The difference on this one, that's the margin of victory that you want to see with your first pick. That is confidence right there. So, teams trading their first picks in the match. Now it's time to get serious. United States looking much stronger on their first pick than Russia did on their own. I think first one could have gone either way. Chesbananas with the one miss could have made up that deficit by himself with an FC, but can't dwell on the past. Russia won it, and that's all that matters. So we will find out soon what Russia decides to do for their second pick. Got a lot of pool available, as we said, a lot of options. It's going to be Nomad 2, so we're going to see Choir Jail. Another pretty lengthy pick. We're getting a lot of long maps. This pool in general is fairly long. This one's 3 minutes and 37 seconds drain time, 6.7 stars. Slightly small circles, 4.5 the circle size on this one. It's Choir Jail though. I mean, you know what you're getting with Choir Jail, I think. We've all seen this map several times. This mapped, past tense, several times. Looks like we are going to see a fair number of team changes for this pick. We see Sage as well as Jensen leaving from the United States side. Digital Hypno Exarch staying in. I will safely assume that they're going to play every map today. We're going to have Konyo coming in, Ben Williams coming in for the United States. Russia will see Desu as well as Okinotori, as well as Light and Trigger. It's going to be Zombie and Not So Fast swapping out, it looks like, for Okinotori and Desu. And it may be Jensen, in fact, coming back in to stay for the United States side. So it looks like we may have our lineup set, both teams with 4 in. Just awaiting them, readying up to be set to go here for map number 3. And those are our lineups, so we are going to get things started here with the next pick. Russia's second pick, Suzuki Konomi's Choir Jail, Amnesia, the difficulty. Mapped by Nefus. Let's see. We'll try to get everybody in the lobby. There we are. It looks like all are loaded. Jensen, there we are. Okay. Tournament client finally agrees with us, and we are able to begin spectating this pick. An odd early miss there from Digital Hypno. Not sure what happened to him on that, but Okinotori follows up with a miss of his own. So teams even at 3 FCs apiece. Score going to stay pretty close. A small combo advantage to the United States. Just about 70 combo or so, maybe even less than that. The verses of this map, of course, representing a fair amount of free combo. Just got to make sure to keep the accuracy up as best as possible, which currently Desu is doing the best job of, the only player over 99%. As we go into the streams that signal the beginning of the first Ki, Light finds an immediate miss, as does Trigger. It must be hard to aim these streams when you shake as badly as he does. Jensen will miss for the United States, and Light will miss again for Russia. So it is 1 FC for Russia on Desu. Okinotori a bit behind on combo. The United States still has Exarch and Konyo FCing, and Digital Hypno not a long way behind following that early break. He has regained his combo quite gracefully. It's going to be a break from Konyo, so that is going to be one of the FCs gone for the USA. Exarch, the only one remaining, matching up against Desu, the only FC for Russia. Similarly, Digital Hypno just a bit of combo ahead of Okinotori. The other two players lagging a bit behind here. United States will take a decently sized lead here, over 100,000 points. It is going to largely be a matter of ensuring you have combo and can keep it in long streams, because those are pretty much the only difficulty you see in this map, is aiming and tapping these streams properly. Which both teams are doing well in this second Ki. Okinotori will be the first to break in this section of the map, followed shortly thereafter by Jensen. Trigger gonna be the next to break for Russia, so just the FC on Desu, matching against Exarch, who remains in command with the FC as well, and a slightly higher accuracy to boot. Digital Hypno with the next longest combo, so the United States will continue to expand their lead, as they have quite the advantage. Konyo matching up against Light, which means Digital Hypno has pretty much free reign here with his combo to single-handedly make up even more score, as long as Exarch can keep his combo alive, which he does not. That is an odd break from Exarch. I don't actually know what happened there. That may have been Bancho. Okinotori and Trigger both broke at the same spot. That was out of nowhere. Okinotori breaking once again. So Desu still at the FC for Russia, but Digital Hypno not too far behind, and Konyo matches up with Light for the next longest combo. So the USA will maintain this lead. However, Digital Hypno breaks, as does Konyo. That opens the door for Russia at the ending here. There is enough time. This is a lot of combo. If those two can keep their combo up, Russia may be able to manage a last-second comeback. This is going to be very close on these last streams. If Desu and Light can keep it up, this should flicker over. It's going to be tight. Desu misses, Trigger breaks as well. Light is gone. They will not be able to hang on. A nearly tragic ending for the United States is met by a tragic ending for Russia, and the USA will take a break point and a 2-1 lead by just 147,000 points. That ending was a doozy. Probably half of the breaks in the map occurred right there and allowed the USA to just hold on at the end. Russia did what they could, but that ending was not kind to them by any stretch of the imagination. So we go to the 3-digit World Cup tryouts pool. It's going to be Hard Rock 2, the next pick for the United States. Chrono Diver Pendulums. Stars another, the difficulty. This pick is 6.76 stars. This will be a shorter one than we've been seeing. It is only 2 minutes long. This is, of course, our CS 6.5 map, if you are not familiar with it. It is quite tricky in many different ways. So we will see how well the players deal with the complex nature of this particular map and its tiny circles. Everyone is ready to go in this pick. It's going to be Desu, Zombie, Komachi Baka, Okinotori for Russia against Digital Hypno, Exarch, Konyo, and Chessman for the USA. USA looking to consolidate their break point. They'll go up 3-1 if they're successful here. Should give them just that edge they'd need to hold on to going forward throughout the rest of the match. Early break from Digital Hypno. I believe maybe a slider break may have been Bancho. You never really know anymore. Could be a couple more breaks immediately thereafter. One from Konyo and a couple from Okinotori. So 3 FCs to 2. Russia in the lead, but it looks like Zombie may be finding a break right as our client freezes. Let's find out if that was an actual miss or not. We have to wait a little bit to see. If so, it's 2 FCs to 2. Combo advantage USA. Zombie and Okinotori struggling quite heavily on these split streams. This is a very tricky little precision map with the way these streams are designed. Exarch and Komachi Baka both finding breaks. Chessman is the only FC left for the United States. Desu the only FC left for Russia. The former is going to be the first to break. Chessman is missing, but Konyo and Digital Hypno both with very good combo. Leading Russia, still keeping an advantage to the United States. Not a big one though. It's only about 40,000 points as Desu continues his FC. Zombie with another break. But this one is still really anybody's game. Oh my goodness, that is a slider break from Digital Hypno. That is going to be painful for the United States. That was their longest combo. Konyo breaking immediately thereafter as well, followed by Desu and Okinotori from Russia. Komachi Baka the only combo at around 400 as Digital Hypno, Desu, and Konyo all miss. There's going to be a lot of breaks this ending. These streams are difficult. Everyone from the United States missing. Zombie and Komachi Baka still have combo. The Russian team is performing quite well here, and they will look to take this pick and get the break point right back. There's a bit of time left at the ending here, but the United States has to get something together and fast. Both combos from Russia do break. This has time to come back now for the USA. It's going to be last second. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. That's several breaks from the USA, and that is going to be Russia stealing the break point right back. So just like that, it's 2-2 immediately. That was a questionable performance, perhaps, from a lot of players in that one. I hesitate to use the word int, but if the shoe fits. And this time around, it is Russia taking advantage of the United States struggling quite hard on that particular map. So we are back on pick order, 2-2. with Russia's next pick to come. We'll see if their confidence is bolstered back up a bit after dropping 2 points in a row, getting that break point immediately back. The first 2 picks were from the Nomad pool. There are 2 Nomad picks, 2 Nomad bans. That means, of course, there are 2 Nomads remaining, which are Sha and Heikozen. We'll see if they go with either of those or if they finally leave their comfort zone, branch out a little bit here into a mod pool. And they will. It is going to be free mod number 2. That is Reiwei Terrorism, the terror difficulty by Zips. So in 6.13 stars Nomad, the auspicious 6.66 stars with Hard Rock. 2 minutes 24 seconds of drain time, 280 beats per minute. So of course, gonna be probably a relatively balanced map. I'm curious to see what mods players will be running here. Alright, so it's gonna be Desu, Komachi Baka, Okinotori Trigger against Digital Hypno, Exarch, Konyo, Ches, Bananas. Komachi Baka will run Hard Rock, Okinotori with Hidden. Over on the USA side, Digital Hypno and Ches Bananas will be the hidden players. So that leaves, of course, Trigger, Desu, the Nomads for Russia, and Exarch, Konyo, the Nomads for the USA. Map is already underway, but my client is doing the thing that it does. Okay. Here we go, map number 5. Stalemated so far at a 2-2 draw. Looks like we saw an early miss from both Trigger and Konyo. Relatively even across the board outside of those 2 breaks. Gonna be a miss from Desu. So both of Russia's Nomad players have broken. Konyo finding a quick break thereafter for the United States, though. Combo's gonna remain pretty similar across the board. 2 mod players, both FCing with pretty solid accuracy for both teams. This is going to be a break from Desu on the Russian side. Konyo, Komachi Baka following it up. That is better for the United States than for Russia, of course, as Konyo had already missed. Komachi Baka still had an FC, and he is a mod player. So the advantage USA here by about 60,000 points, and they'll see how far out they can run this lead with 3 FCs still alive to just 1 FC and 1 near FC for Russia. Almost halfway through already. Are we going to see a 3rd straight break point? No, it's going to be a break from Digital Hypno and from Konyo. Okinotori will miss for Russia. 2 FCs still for the USA. Trigger breaking as we head into the next Ki, meaning Russia has no FCs left. Just Komachi Baka Desu with combo. Exarch breaking his FC, so just the 1 FC now for the United States. Ches Bananas is also really the only notable combo on that side as well. It is a 173,000 point lead for the US. Ches is popping off here, 99.72% AC FC with Hidden. Playing like a man possessed on this map exactly when his team needs him to, as they have been struggling across the board other than his performance. We'll see if he can hang on in the last quarter. Komachi Baka will find a break, as well as Desu for Russia, Digital Hypno, and Konyo, however, for the USA. So it is really just the one combo Ches Bananas keeping them in this alive, and the fact that Russia's found quite a few breaks of their own. Only the 300 combo Oki no Tori for Russia, so the United States will be able to hang on to this, barring extremely bad circumstances in the last second. The question is, will Ches Bananas be able to maintain this FC? Very good play from him. If so, it's a good play regardless. And it looks like he's going to have the FC, and the United States will take this one by 400k. So that's going to be 3 straight break points. The United States taking a 3-2 lead into their next pick. Ches does miss at the very end. He's going to be upset about that one. Loses out on the FC, but did more than enough for his team. The one miss in the last moment from Ches. Very unfortunate, but had the best score by a pretty significant margin on that pick. Did Ches Bananas. Oki no Tori, the S rank with very good accuracy for Russia, but unfortunately time miss kind of right in the middle. It means that his score did not end up being anything close to what could have been possible for him if he had had the FC alive. Relatively even for the most part. Again, scores in the 500-600k range. Just Ches Bananas carrying a somewhat poor performance by Konyo with virtue of that 1 million score. And it will be another double time pick from the United States. DT number 4, that is Heart of Night. It's going to be 192 BPM. Slightly over AR10. This one is, I don't even know. It's just weird, man. It's a weird map. Everybody knows this map. I don't need to talk about it. But we will see if this double time pick favors the United States as much as their first DT pick did. If so, maybe this will be the time that they're able to consolidate the break point.
Very popular. People loved it because
So looks like we'll be seeing not so fast Komachi Baka, Oki no Tori, Trigger for Russia, Digital Hypno, Exarch, Konyo, and Jensen for the USA. I feel like I don't even need to say Digital Hypno and Exarch, and probably don't need to say Oki no Tori either. But appearances must be upkept. Suppose Oki no Tori didn't play Tsuki no Hanataba. We will wait for the players to ready up, and then we will be able to get into our next map, number 6. There we are. And we are underway. Pick number 3 from the United States. The very awkward DT pick, Heart of Night, Life of Loneliness difficulty by Chaoslitz. This one will be full of breaks, I think, all over the place in these difficult finger control sections, so I don't know if I'd be holding my breath for any FCs, but if anybody could pop off of this, it may well be Trigger and Oki no Tori on the Russian side, Jensen on the USA side. As well as Digital Hypno, of course. The man can do everything. Alright, that's a bunch of things that look like misses that probably aren't, so we'll see what happens with the combos if they do that thing that they do. Looks like it may have been an actual miss from Konyo. Combo advantage to Russia. However, Komachi Baka finding a break. It's like very hard to tell what actually scores are with the state of the client the way it is. Trigger just showing a break, did not actually miss. Konyo showing a break, I believe did miss. So it appears to be Digital Hypno and Jensen FCing for the United States, Okinotori and Trigger for Russia, with Not So Fast a close third. Though he does find a break for himself. Combo advantage USA now. Let's see what they can do with that. So decently long map once again. We have, like I said before, it's a very long pool overall. Most maps over 3 minutes. This one 3 minutes 37 seconds. We are barely coming up to the halfway point in this one, with the United States just in the lead by about 50,000 points. Konyo and Trigger trading a couple of breaks. The only combo that is left for Russia, though, is that of Komachi Baka. Digital Hypno still maintaining the FC, as Jensen and Konyo find a couple of breaks. So the combos are going to be actually relatively close. Digital Hypno with the 1300, Komachi Baka working his way up to 900 combo. Exarch matching Okinotori, but Not So Fast outdoing the others there. So it is Russia with a bit of a combo lead. Konyo finding a break. This is comeback territory for the Russian squad on this pick. We'll see if Komachi Baka, Okinotori, and Not So Fast can all hold on to those combos, because with the state of affairs right now, they should have enough to be able to come back. That's breaks from the United States. Digital Hypno, Konyo, and Jensen all missing within seconds of each other. That score lead is going to race. Wait. Maybe it's not. Can we not zoop? I don't know. Maybe they didn't break. We're going to wait for the client and see what happened. I have no idea what's going on, because the score lead should not be with the United States, but it is. I really don't know. It's Trigger and Okinotori with big combos for Russia, Exarch with a big combo for the United States, Jensen and Digital Hypno trying to do the best they can with about 400 combo each. Jensen does find a break here. This is going to come right down to the wire if the score we're seeing in the client is accurate. That being said, I do not know whether that is the case. Exarch does still have combo, as does Digital Hypno. Oh, this is going to be very, very close at the ending. Once again, assuming that this score that we're seeing is accurate. It's going to go over to Russia, but it's going to flicker back to the United States in the last seconds. Can they hold on to this after that break from Okinotori and whatever it is that the client is doing? It looks like they can. Okay, I have no idea what just happened, but the United States won by 31,000 points. Thank you very much, client, for ruining everything. God, I hate this client. Well, the USA won the point. That's all that matters. It is 4-2. They do consolidate the break point this time. It's back-to-back break points for the USA. Losing one of their picks in between, but that's 4 out of 5.
Connection. Art and beat technology. Very popular. People loved it because art and beat.
Okay, I think this is a hidden 2 pick from Russia. They're not being very helpful, but I'm going to assume that's a hidden 2 pick. So that is going to be Border of Ecstasy. Which is another really long map. It's 4 minutes. So Happy Lesja difficulty. Happy 30 Lesja collab from back in 2010. This is our ARA hidden pick. You know what, you love it, because I think everybody has seen this pick plenty of times. Like, that being said, there's nothing I like about this pick at all from a commentary point of view, because it is a horrible song, and it's really long, and you put those two together, and it just means I want to die. So we're gonna tolerate this as best we can for the next 4 freaking minutes, and then hopefully nobody picks it tomorrow, so I don't have to deal with it again. It's gonna be Desu, Zombie, Okinotori, Trigger, Digital Hypno, Exarch, Konyo, Ches, Bananas. Pretty much exactly what you'd expect for lineups for this type of map. We'll see how the Air-8 Hidden treats the players. Russia looking to avoid falling behind 3 points. They dropped the break point, dropped the consolidation from the United States, but are definitely still in this with it being best of 13. Still plenty of time left. Only down that 1 break point, really. Gonna be an early break from both Trigger and Konyo. Chessman is fighting and missing about the first 10 combo. Expect to see a decent amount of difficulty from players who aren't serious Air-8 Hidden boys, because this is tricky. Somehow or other, Desu still maintaining an SS. I don't know whose replay he's submitting right now, or if this is just auto, but that's a thing that's occurring currently. Desu and Okinotori still FCing for Russia. Chessman is Digital Hypno for the USA. It's gonna stay decently close, however. Zombie are finding a break. Well, it was staying close. Chessman is finding a miss as well. However, Trigger missing for Russia, but they do still, well, Desu and Okinotori both missing. Okay, things are going to get interesting. It is a very long map. There are lots of places you can break. Digital Hypno says, I don't care about those places you can break. I'm just going to hit them instead. 96% accuracy, but keeping his FC alive. Exarch nearly at a 300 combo, doing quite well for himself to back up Digital Hypno as the United States looks to make the score flicker over their direction. Couple breaks for Russia again, Zombie and Desu. Nobody over 100 combo for that squad. United States gonna try to use that to their advantage as they are in the possession of 1 FC, 1 near 400 combo. Konyo and Ches is getting things back together after those misses. Well, Ches misreading, I think, a little stack there, but the other 3 still doing well. With this map being so long, it's not going to equate to as big of a lead as it may otherwise, but the USA will be able to get a bit of a lead out as Exarch and Konyo both break. But so does Zombie. Just 1 combo at around 250 for Russia, that of Trigger, but Digital Hypno still FCing. Go Habib in smoke from Ches and Habib in smoke from Exarch. But they're not doing a very good job backing him up right now. They're going to need to try to at least get a little bit of combo going here. This is still winnable for Russia if they can keep some combos up if Digital Hypno finds a break anywhere, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what he is on, but Digital Hypno is still FCing. It's about an 850 combo for him. Trigger and Okinotori combine to that 1 combo of Digital Hypno. Exarch still struggling a bit here. Konyo and Cheza, both over 200 combo, not huge, but it's something. It's helping them maintain a 100,000 point lead so far. We'll see if Habib can keep this FC going. Okinotori finding a break from Russia. That was one of their longer combos, but Trigger 600 combo, so he is poised. We do still have a decent amount of map left to go. Still over a quarter remaining. Exarch still struggling with yet another break, but Konyo Chesbananas have been able to get their combo up over 400 apiece now, so they're going to be putting forth some score to help out the team. Digital Hypno, though, of course, the one to watch, is still on this FC. Trigger on the Russian side has a 750 combo. Zombie is at 530, so nothing to sneeze at here. Russia still technically in this one. It is only a 200k score gap, but Digital Hypno leading the way with a continued FC. 97% accuracy. A little bit of cursor dance there. Trying to shake out those nerves a little bit, maybe. He does find a break, so we will not see the FC. Did he manage to establish a big enough lead for the USA to hold on to at the end here? This could end up being a little closer than they wanted, but they should be able to win it. And that is going to be the USA taking another break point, and with it a 5-2 lead. Three misses from Digital Hypno in that last bit of combo, but 824k score, the best in the lobby by 200,000 points. And with the final margin of victory coming to only 126k for the US, it was pretty important that he set that score. That is a carry performance. Digital Hypno with a 340,000 better score than anyone else on his team. Yeah, no big deal there, right? So it's 3 points in a row for the United States, and they are firmly ensconced in the driver's seat of this particular match. They have their next pick to come. They do still have a DT left if they want it. Double time number 1, Snowstorm. If they would like to go with the third of 3 available DTs. If not, they've got Hidden One. Or excuse me, it's not your pick. Silly Desu, it is not your pick. Anyway, I was going to say there's a couple of Nomads, 1 hidden left, that Hidden One, Hard Rock 1 and 3 still up, DT 1, and Free Mods 1 and 3. So we've got options here. It's gonna be Hidden One, so we're gonna see Tricklash 220, the 22,000 power extended mix. And this is one of those where you probably know the song, but it's like a different version of it than I think we're used to. If anybody knows what they're spelling in this song, please let me know, because I can't really put those letters together into a word. So it's interesting, you know, we didn't see any hidden in the first 6 picks of the match, and now we're seeing 2 hidden picks in a row. The United States feeling confident, hopefully, with this one after their win on the previous hidden pick. Russia will need to bounce back from those couple of break points they've dropped, because if the United States wins this one, they've got several they've got several match points in a row. So we'll get underway here shortly, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be Light, Zamir, Okinotori, Trigger. USA keeping their roster. Chez and Konyo joining still Exarch and Digital Hypno. Okay, I literally aborted that in 2 seconds after he requested it. Don't know why I'm getting trolled. Apparently Ches had the wrong skin on. I don't know. I mean, I'll give him that one because it was literally like 4 seconds into the map. Anyway, Ches is a dumbass. We're gonna get back underway here. Imagine using different skins for different maps or different mods. Jeez. He was just playing hidden. It's not like he's changing from a hidden skin to a no mod or a DT skin or something. Like, he's literally still playing the same mod. I don't really understand this one. But I guess whatever. We're gonna get underway again here. I almost want Ches to just bottom score the map after that, but he's actually decent at hidden, so I don't know if that's going to happen. Early breaks coming from Exarch, Konyo, and Light just in the first couple combo from the last of those. It's going to be Russia with the early lead here. 3 FCs and 1 score that's barely off an FC to just 2 FCs. Konyo Zombie going to trade some misses. Arguably slightly more damaging to Russia, but with the combos the way they were, not by much. Digital Hypno and Ches Bananas still seeing for the USA. Okinotori trigger for Russia. It's going to be a break from Light, so that was their combo that was almost an FC, but not quite. It's going to help out the USA quite a bit here. 2 FCs to 2, and a break from Okinotori. Ches has an A rank, but I didn't... Did he just miss? Nope. What? I don't understand that. I don't think that was a real break. I'm pretty sure Ches is still FCing, near as I could tell. So it is the United States with 2 FCs, 1 long combo against 2 FCs and 1 middling combo from Russia. The United States going to be able to hopefully take this lead back here. Given those combos, Russia going to try to get things back together, but Trigger and Okinotori finding those breaks at a kind of inopportune time. Decent amount of map left, of course. We are just past a third of the way in. There's a lot to come. But Digital Hypno and Ches Bananas are keeping those FCs alive, as is Light for the Russian side. Exarch backing them up very well, though he is only about 70 combo behind those FC players with an S rank. Half the map gone now. It is a 100k lead for the USA. Combo advantage still in their favor. Gonna be another break from Konyo, but he is matched by Trigger. We're gonna hit some hard tech. We're gonna find a couple breaks all over the place. Ches Bananas is missing, Konyo missing, Zombie missing, Light missing, Trigger, Konyo all missing. Okinotori slightly before the rest as well. Exarch missing for the United States. Literally the only person making his way through this section is Digital Hypno, and he is still at 99.5% accuracy. Everyone else is dead. Well, this one's probably just over because there's no combo anywhere at all. Like, anywhere. Literally, Digital Hypno is just gonna win the map regardless of what happens. So this is going to be the United States taking a 6-2 lead. That is finally Digital Hypno losing his FC, but he again did more than enough for his team, and that will bring them to quite a few match points in succession here. That's a 600k win for the USA. Digital Hypno with the 856k score. What can you say? The guy is pretty good at Osu, as it turns out. And we are getting a no mod 1. Oh yes. This is a no mod 1 alert. I repeat, this is a no mod 1 alert. So Nomad 1 this time around is Heikozen by Sayuri, mapped by Meg. It is 7.21 stars, the highest star rating map in the pool by about a 0.4 star margin. It is just under 4 minutes long. It is 200 BPM, and it is exactly what you would expect it to be. It's an anime song. It is mapped by Meg. It is 7+ stars. The BPM is wrong. It's 191 BPM. Drev, what are you doing? What is Drev doing? It's from 2017. It's not like it got updated to change the BPM in the last week. Actually, you guys can wish this song a happy 2-year birthday. This map, I should say. A happy 2-year birthday as of 2 days ago. August 29th was the submission date for this pick. It's a very good song. It's actually a very good anime as well. Big fan of Kuzuno Honkai. Would recommend. It's gonna be Komachi Baka, Zombie, Okinotori, Desu for Russia, trying to stay alive in this tournament against Digital Hypno, Exarch, Konyo, Chessman. So USA keeping the same roster for a couple maps in a row here. In fact, that's 3 maps in a row with the same roster, I think. Am I correct? No, Jensen was in Heart of Night. That's right. It would have been like 5 maps in a row. But yeah, this is 3 maps in a row with this roster for the US. So we're gonna see an early break from Exarch. Russia keeping 4 FCs alive through the intro, but you know, it's a Nomad 1, so there's probably gonna be about 4, maybe 5 places you can miss potentially in this pick. And anywhere else, if you miss, you're just straight up trolling. And everyone maintaining combo into the first Kiai. There's no way those were actual misses from Exarch and Konyo, right? There's no way they just both missed on literally nothing, right? Okay, they didn't. However, that one may have been an actual miss from Konyo. That's gonna hurt the USA a bit. Russia putting their aim game on. Zombie are gonna find a break, however. The other 3 still maintaining the FCs. Digital Hypno, Chessman with their FCs still alive. Exarch very near an FC. Komachi Baka gonna break for Russia, so just 2 FCs alive now for that squad. The lead's gonna flicker over to the USA promptly. Zombie with another miss as well. So coming out of just the first Kiai, United States able to take a bit of a lead. It's a 12,000 point advantage. 2 FCs and 1 near FC. 2 FCs and 2 very low combos. Both Zombie and Komachi Baka breaking at late points in that Kiai. Okay, was not an actual miss. I was about to say, what did Digital Hypno just miss on? He didn't miss on anything, as it turns out. Thank you, client. You're the best. USA gonna build up a bit of a lead here in this verse of the song, as it is mostly free combo. Hit the build up into the second Kiai. We'll see how players do on this longer stream. And the kick slider jumps. Gonna be just a break from Komachi Baka. The other 7 holding their combo. Advantage United States still as we go into the second Kiai. Lead over 100,000 points. Komachi Baka breaking once again. Desu Okinotori doing everything they can, still with the FCs. Some more big jumps. It's going to be a couple breaks for the USA. It's going to be Exarch and Konyo finding some misses. Still an FC on both Digital Hypno and Ches Bananas. We'll see if that's enough to keep this lead up. It is a combo advantage, however, to the Russian side. Konyo breaking once again. This one could end up being pretty tight here. Russia's got a decent amount of combo advantage. That's a break from Ches on nothing. What is happening? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I'm pretty sure Russia just won the map with that miss. Desu and Okinotori still double FCing. Zombir at 650 combo, Komachi Baka at 360 combo, and just the last Ki to play. It's a small lead for Russia, but it's going to blossom because that is a massive combo advantage. Ches may cheat on CSGO, but he's clearly not cheating in Osu. Russia just needs to keep their combos up a little bit longer. Konyo Ches both missing. Desu breaks his FC for Russia, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. USA just doesn't have a lot to fall back on here, and Russia still has a lot of combo. Zombie and Desu breaking this last guy. Komachi Baka breaking as well, but Okinotori is still with the FC. Digital Hypno breaks his FC. That's going to be it for this pick. Russia is going to stay alive at least one map longer here. Okinotori holding them together with an FC run, as it would appear. Score is going to go 6-3. The United States will pick next. And Komachi Baka left immediately, so we don't get to see anything, but yeah. All right. So, annoying side effect of the tournament client, if the player in slot 1 leaves, the audio just dies. But fortunately, Matt had already actually ended, so it's going to be Russia taking a point back as they try to climb out of this hole of quite a few match points. United States still up 6-3, still have 3 match points before tiebreak, and they will lean back into that DT pool. It's going to be DT number 1, Snowstorm by DJ Taka. .34 stars. Shortest map in the pool, minute 25 seconds. 218 BPM. One of the oldest maps in the pool. Another one from all the way back in the beginning of 2009. This is an interesting one because it's Air 7 CS5, so it's gonna be, I don't know, what is that, Air? I think that's just Air 9 with DT. I could be mistaken. It's at least near it. And we'll see if this is where the United States will be able to find their victory, or if Russia can get one of those break points back as they try to put together a tremendous comeback. Looks like we'll be getting underway here. I believe this will be Sage making his first appearance. So it's going to be Digital Hypno Exarch, Konyo, and Sage for the USA. Taking on Not So Fast, Zombir, Okinotori, and Trigger. This will be the second match point here for the USA as they try to move on to the grand finals. We'll see if this one can go better for them than the previous did. Thank you, Osu Tournament Client. You are my favorite. This is low priority processes even. This one very tricky, speedy, finger control intensive map that we're really not seeing justice done to thanks to this lag in the client. So you're just gonna have to take my word for the fact that Russia is ostensibly in the lead, but it's going back over to the USA. Oh my god, what is going on with this client? This is a cool way for the match to maybe be ending on him literally like having no idea what's going on the entire time. Digital Hypno with an S rank still. I don't know if that's I don't know what anything is. I have literally no clue what's happening, but the United States appears to be in the lead. Exarch, Digital Hypno, and Konyo all in the same combo. I don't know if that's FC combo I have no clue. Couple breaks though. Sage and Konyo. Exarch and Digital Hypno still holding on. Everybody from Russia finding some breaks except for Trigger. It could be more than FC combo for all I know. Like, I literally wouldn't be able to say. Like, it's just gonna be over and we're not gonna know what happened. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it that the USA won by a lot. Because it's actually already over, and the USA is winning by a lot. It's 798k. Digital Hypno and Exarch, I think, both FC'd. Maybe something happened. That was a really cool way for the match to end. But, and it did. Score 7-3 to the United States. GG, well played to them. They will move on to the grand finals tomorrow to face off against none other than the United Kingdom. So we will have our rematch of the OWC grand finals here in 4-digit World Cup. Pretty cool. That'll be tomorrow, 2 p.m. UTC. It's 3 p.m. British Summer Time. That is, or excuse me, not 2 p.m. 6 p.m. UTC, 7 p.m. British Summer Time, 2 p.m. American Eastern Daylight Time. My brain functions. I swear to God, my brain functions. I really do. 18 UTC. Like, I just do 18 as 2. Anyway, it'll be the United States. It'll be the United Kingdom. Hopefully it turns out to be as epic of a match as we saw in the OSU World Cup grand finals, because that would be a pretty awesome way to end this tournament, with a bracket reset match and everything, all tiebreakers and whatnot. So I hope to see everyone there in 22 and a half hours. Until then, thank you for watching today's match. Congratulations to the United States on their victory. Congratulations to Russia on their 3rd place finish here in 4WC 2019. A very good performance from them, all things considered. Ran into 2 very strong teams. No shame there. 2 very good matches. Just coming up slightly short. The United States will fight on for the title of 4-digit World Cup champions tomorrow. So everyone here at 4WC, I've been this one guy. Thank you for watching again, and we'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the grand finals. Be there or be square. If you're not already following the stream, make sure you do that so you know when we go live with that match. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, morning, day. My face when the pussy too good.